Good morning. I am Willie Diefenbach-Jones, and thank you so much for joining me today. Hey, today I want to share 7 ways you waste time every day. Many of us are looking for more time. I hear people say to me all the time, I wish I had more time on my day, or I am so busy. That's something that drives me crazy, because what happens with I am so busy is it really tells me you have no priorities, and that's not where you want to be. So today I am going to give you 7 tips to save time, and I even have 10 additional ones as a bonus, so stay to the end and I can give you some additional tips. But tip number 1. Many of us waste time watching way too much TV. And when you start logging how much TV you watch, you would be shocked. When I grew up, each of us were allowed to pick 2 shows or 1 hour of TV. So 2 shows, they were half hours back then, 2 shows a week. And we each picked our shows. My dad liked Lawrence Welk. I Love Lucy and Andy Griffin, and my sister liked something, and my mom liked something else. But when you start watching TV and seeing how much time you waste, it's something you can give up, walk away from, or limit your time, focus your time on it. So, number 2, answering the phone when you're in the middle of something. This is a big one for me. I find that, oh, look, so-and-so called, I better answer this real quick. Well, the problem with that is it takes me away from whatever I am doing and puts the focus on the call, and then I've got to come back and focus on what the heck was it I was doing. So don't just answer the phone when you're in the middle of something. Let it go to voicemail. Number 3, checking your email constantly. This is something that I really quit doing a couple weeks ago, and it really saves me a lot of time, because a lot of the things don't require urgent response. And if it doesn't require urgent response, why am I in there checking emails? And I schedule times each day that I'm going to go into email and work it. And it's not the same time every day. I schedule it depending on what my day is and what do I have going on. Number 4, and this is a big one. People are addicted to social media. You get in and you say, I'm going to go into Facebook and take a quick look, and then 30 minutes later, you're still in Facebook. Is that you? It's been me too, but now I set a timer. When I go into Facebook, I time how long I'm going to be there, go in and do my stuff, and get out. And let me tell you, it really adds a lot of time, because social media is a huge distraction. And is there stuff in there you really need to know anyway? Probably not. Number 5, make a schedule. I find this is a big one, because what happens with your schedule is you see, oh, I have on my calendar, I've got a 10:30. It's 10:30 to 11, so that's what I'm going to do. From 1 to 2, I've got something I'm going to do. And when you schedule your time, you tend to work within the amount of time you have, versus if you have all day to do something. Have you ever noticed? It takes all day. Oh my goodness. Number 6, not putting things away. This is something that just drives me crazy. If I have to look for something, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I find that if I make a habit of putting things away and I can find them when I'm ready to go, it makes it much easier. Everything from putting my shoes away when I get home, so that next time I want to wear them, I can find them. I find sometimes I'm walking all over the house trying to figure out where are my shoes. And so you want to think about not only your shoes, but everything. If you have a place for it and you put it away constantly, you're going to save a ton of time. I can't tell you how much time people spend looking for something. And number 7, and this is a big one, for those of you that multitask and think you're saving time, because what happens when you multitask is your brain can really only think about one thing at a time. And let me tell you, when I'm talking to you on the phone and you're multitasking, I can tell. I can tell by how you're listening. And I like to get off the phone. If I'm not your most important priority at the time, that's not who I really want to talk to. But when you multitask, you take your brain away from what you're doing, and you're trying to focus on this and that and something else, and it just takes you more time. So why are you multitasking? That's a thing of the past. People, way back in the days, maybe 20 years ago, multitasking was a really important thing, or people thought, but it's not. It wastes a lot of time. Now, hey, I hope these 7 tips helped you. I'd love to hear your tips as to how to save time. And I have 10 more tips of where you waste time. And if you're really looking to take your business or your life to the next level, you want to get rid of your time wasters. And I have 10 additional tips. And the way to get those 10 tips is just private message me in Facebook. Send me a Facebook message and I will respond. And I so appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.